14 days before we officially get this journey started. Excited about our progress with our team. We had a chance to be able to play and in a close scrimmage, and definitely was pleased with some things that I saw. Definitely love our potential of where we could be this year, and that's all that you can ask for as a coach, is to be able to see the progress. And so, as always with those scrimmages, you see a lot of great things that you're doing, and then you see a lot of things that you got to continue to improve on. So in all, I'm excited to continue to get better this week as we talk about our players continue to stack days. But more so than anything, I had tweeted this the other day about our journey, and it's our journey of togetherness. It's our journey of grit, and it's our journey of love. And so I'm excited about that with this group, and I feel like the sky's the limit for them and what we can definitely do this year.
Coach, talking about some of the things in practice and like scrimmages, what are some of the things you've seen in practice translate during scrimmages?
Mm-hmm. Well, first and foremost, I think the versatility, as I talked about before, I feel like we have a roster where we can play multiple and different lineups. We have shown that we can change up our defenses and be very effective with that. Offensively, we show that, again, we can get up and down the floor. We can put up points when we're able to, again, turn teams over. When we're able to execute in the half court and then be aggressive and get to the free throw line. Defensively, we show in spurts that we are active, but there's still a little things for us want to continue to work on, and that's them understanding, again, the communication piece consistently, and being physical and being tough. Those are things, like I said, that have shown from our practices as we carried over to the close scrimmages. Some things that I want to continue to see from this group is the rebounding. I feel like we, from the lineups that we have, we can definitely be very dominant on the boards. And so those are just emphasis that we want to continue to focus on, and not being lazy and not attacking the rim when we have a chance to. So, and then also not falling in love with the three. I think we have players that can definitely shoot it for sure, but I also want to make sure that we get paint touches to throw the ball inside, whether that's throwing it inside to our post or that's dribble penetration. So just some things that, for me, that I saw that I want to continue to focus on the next couple of days before we do play.
How's the team just utilizing the rest of this week and going into next week, getting ready for the exhibition game?
Oh, I think they're excited. They were excited yesterday because, again, they're warming up and they're on the main floor. It's an exciting time. I'll say this, watching the WNBA finals is the exciting time of what that was. It did not disappoint. And so now you get to watch that, and now it leads into, college basketball, a very exciting time of the year. So I think they're all excited. I think we're all excited to be able to get out there and play in front of our fans, and just to be able to, start the journey of that, what we've talked about, where our goals are. And so I think it's been great. I think that they're in a good space, and I don't want them to become content. That's always the thing, especially with your team that you've been going, this long now. So, I think that they finally see the light, where we're finally about to put on, that uniform and to be able to play in front of a crowd now.
I know you mentioned the WNBA finals. Did y'all have a watch party or do anything for that?
No, we didn't do that. I think that, more so than anything is just giving everybody a chance to be able to watch it on their own and stuff. And so for me, I had a watch party in my house, and that was, my mom and the family being able to do that, and my little one and stuff. And so, but boy, you're talking about just from, start to finish, and then you get an overtime game, and then to see. And I think this is important too to talk about, is just how much the women's game has grown. You're talking about a sellout crowd, and then the celebrities that you have sitting on the sideline. Spike Lee, everybody knows he's sitting on the side of that for the Knicks games, right? And then now to be able to see that for the Liberty game, and that's amazing. And then you have other WNBA players that are in attendance to support those two teams is important too as well. So, the game is growing. What a fun time, what a great time to, be able to watch women's basketball. So we just want to continue to push the narrative, and I want to continue to push the narrative for, our fans to be able to come out and support us.
So, in your opinion, how much of a difference would you say that it makes to have a good crowd in the CPC during a game?
Oh, it makes a ton of difference. It's your home court advantage, and And I've talked about this before. Our student athletes deserve that. They deserve the support, and we know it's all about winning, but it's also about the product and whether our families and fans are coming to watch. We want families to come out. We want the little girls, their little boys to be able to come out and watch a really good game and see the sportsmanship and seeing, women compete to the highest levels and seeing great coaching. And so, but for more so for us within our community, our Arlington community, the support is major for us. And so, we will continue to push the narrative. I will continue to, ask for everybody to come out and support and watch these young women compete at a high level.
Do you see kind of the attendance rate and support for the program evolving even from the past couple seasons?
Oh, absolutely. I do feel like, it's definitely evolved, since I've been here. We have a lot of fans, very faithful fans that come out. And I've always used this motto, meet a friend, bring a friend. And, we just try to go different places. I try to, speak as much as I possibly can to be able to, get in front of people so they can come out and really support us. Speaking of, I'm going to use this platform to talk about our luncheon that we do have coming up. It's October 28th at 11:30. Come out and listen to the great things we got going on. So, we love the support. I love the numbers that we do have for that day. And so it's a great time to be able to listen to, again, what the plan is for this season, the schedule, our players that are returning, and our new faces, and what we have to look forward to with our Lady Math program.
Do you know if the team is doing anything to increase fan turnout this season?
Oh, social media is a big thing too as well. We talk about within their classrooms to get the student population to be able to come out and support their professors. The university in itself to continue to do that. I talk about our players all the time. You're role models, within your area. So social media is a big thing too. We'll definitely get out and we'll do it on our campuses, but we go out in different businesses as well too. I'm going to actually speak tonight and talk about coming out and supporting. So when we can find a time to go do that, we will definitely get on our community to come and support. But it's about winning, and it's about, again, people wanting to enjoy what they're paying the money for. So we're going to get them out here and have them to support us for sure.
First exhibition game is coming up. Tell us about kind of what's going on throughout that day, free event, and kind of, I know Halloween is I believe the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tell us what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, talk about our families. Bring out your kiddos, get costumes. We'll definitely have some trick or treating go up on the concourse right before the game starts. Like I said, it's free. We love free events, but more so than anything is that you get a glimpse of us. As I go back to October 28th, 2 days, right after you guys just hear about our program, to be able to come out and watch our Lady Mass play against UT Dallas. And so we're just excited just to get going. So what a fun time right before Halloween, a safe environment. We'll have some other teams out as well to be able to give out candy and stuff. So, we just want to make sure it's just a great experience at that time.
Kind of harping back onto the scrimmage yesterday, it's real nice to see the team getting all excited for each other. And I noticed when you guys were making substitutions and stuff, you guys kept changing up the look of everything. You just trying to see like a sort of who works well with everybody, and then just kind of who meshes well.
Yeah, I think that when you do have these close scrimmages, you get to really work on some different things that you probably hadn't been able to do against each other. You just want to be able to see somebody else that you're not familiar about what they're going to be doing, and so it's experimenting time, and you have nothing to lose, but you have a lot to gain from doing those different things and saying, hey, this definitely can work for us. This is probably something that we got to continue to work on. It's probably something that it doesn't work for us. And so we just wanted to be able to experience with some different things right before we get live and play in front of a crowd.
And how would you describe the defense? Because as a stat person who was kind of there statting the game, I noticed that you guys were really just swarming them when they were inbounding the ball, and every time that they would bring it, sometimes you practice a full court press, sometimes it's half court press. Sort of how are you observing the defense this year, and are you looking forward to seeing how they continue that?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's the emphasis of me this year. Our defensive pressure is going to be something that is demanded every single day. As I've talked about before, I felt like defensively we were not up to the speed I felt like we should have been playing with. And so it's our activity, it's our ability to be able to understand what their strengths are and how we take those things away, and making people uncomfortable, and then being able to rely off of, again, being able to turn the ball over and make them play faster than they want to. So it's an expectation. It's part of the toughness piece. And us being able to use the things, our tools that we do have. Like I said, I talked about before, our length, our toughness, and our ability to be able to change up our lineups has been something that's been really good for us. So we will continue to harp on those things for sure, all season long. You'll probably hear that a lot in these pressers.
Who were you most surprised with over the weekend?
I think I was, definitely impressed with a lot of different players, but, I thought Maria Perkins played a very complete game for us, coming off of her freshman year. I thought she came in and did some really, really good things. Of course, our returners are coming in and doing what they need to do, but the new faces in particular, for sure, I thought they did some really good things. I thought Laura Bello is starting to establish herself inside. With her presence as well too, and I talked about with Kendall Robinson, a freshman who I feel like has potential to set herself to be potentially the freshman of the year in the WAC, and so it's early, but I thought from top to bottom I was definitely pleased for the most part of what some players did. Obviously, I thought Coy Love came in and did some things as well too that was really good, and Zoe Nelson. So, but our core, I thought Nia Threet started off for us. Again, the anchor for us and leading that, and so I'm just excited for everybody to see everybody. I think our fans are going to enjoy this group, our pace, how we look physically, and really buy into some fun basketball. So I'm excited for everybody to see us here on the 30th. All right, thank you.